Hai, Assalamualaikum. Okay, this is untuk Chapter 2 Example 4. Okay. Alright, so example 4. Okay. If you can see here, ada 3 resistor in parallel coming in. Okay, pada input inverting input. Alright. Okay, so this is, kita tahu this is RF. Okay, feedback resistor. Okay, untuk this case, for this case, the input resistors are 10 kilo ohm each. Okay, each inputs 10 kilo ohm. Okay, so this is the output. This is the reference. This is the feedback resistor, which is 10 kilo ohm. Okay, which is sama. Okay, the value. So kita tahu, kita lihat pada, kita dapati this one, the gain. Okay, RF over RI is equals to 1, right? So in this case, we can simply, the question is asking you to find V out. Okay, so V out sama dengan simply the resulting of input voltage. Okay, V out is equals to negative. Okay, because it is feedback. Okay, the connection is feedback. Okay, V out is equals to negative V in 1 plus V in 2 plus V in 3. Okay, so simply add all the input voltages. 3 volt, 1 volt, 8 volt. Sama dengan, alright, 12, negative 12 volt. Okay, this time example 4b. Okay, look at the feedback resistor is 10 kilo ohm. Okay, this is the input resistors. Ada dua. Okay, R1 and R2. Okay, R1 noted 1 kilo ohm, and then R2 1 kilo ohm as well. Right, so as you can see here, in this case, feedback resistor 10 kilo ohm is bigger than R1 and R2, so the gain will become bigger. Okay, it is called a gain greater than unity. You can refer to textbook page 705 or in your lecture notes as well. Okay, so in this case the gain is greater. So because the gain is greater, kita akan menggunakan the formula to get the V out. Okay, V out is equals to negative RF over RI. Okay, times with V in 1 plus V in 2. Okay, so di mana RF we know is 10 kilo ohm, whereas RI sama dengan R1 sama dengan R2 sama dengan 1 kilo ohm. right? Okay, so fill up the formula. Negative RF is 10 kilo ohm, RI is 1 kilo, and then V in 0.2 plus V into 0.5. Now you will get the answer as negative 7 volt. Alright. Okay, for example 4C, okay, if you refer here, there are 3 inputs, R1, R2, and R3. R1 noted as 47 kilo, R2 100 kilo, and R3 10 kilo. Okay, so if you notice, the input resistors are different. Okay, different value. Okay, so this is the feedback resistor 10 kilo ohm. So in this case, we need to find out the weight of each input first. Okay, the weight of each input. Okay, how to find the weight of each input? Okay, let's say, okay, for weight input 1, okay, weight input 1, okay, RF over R1. So this is the weight. RF 10 kilo ohm, R1 47 kilo ohm. So the input 0.13213. Okay, weight input 2, RF over R1 sama dengan R2. Okay, input 2 R2, 10 kilo divided by 100 kilo R2 sama dengan 0.1. Right, so weight input 3, RF divided by R3, 10K divided by 10K. So we need to get it as 1. Alright, so these are the input for each weight, for the weight for each input. Okay, alright, so now we can find out for V out using the formula negative RF over R1 V darab dengan V input 1 tambah RF over R2 darab dengan V input 2 tambah RF over R3 darab dengan V input 3. Okay, fill up the formula. Just now kita dah carikan dia punya weight for each, right? Alright, so simply fill up the formula. 0.213 darab input 1 is 3 volt tambah RF over R2, just now we get it at 0.1 darab dengan V into is 2 volt tambah RF over R3 is 1 times with V in 3. V in 3 is 8 volt. Okay. So we sum all together is becoming negative 8.84 volts.